What's going on, guys? Hope y'all are doing fantastic today, because I sure am. Why? I got tagged. Michael over at I Smell reached out to me. He's like, hey man, Tyler over at Simply Fragrance, he tagged me. And I was wondering if I could tag you in my episode. And I'm like, of course, man. Hell yeah, that is awesome. I would love to be a part of that. In today's episode, we are going to go over 5 fragrances that exude maximum confidence. Why does that sound so familiar? I'm getting really crazy deja vu for some reason. Oh, I figured it out. There's definitely an interesting story behind this tag, so stay tuned. Cue that intro. What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family, and welcome back to My 2 Cents. My name is Brian, and this is the show all about boosting your confidence through the art of fragrance, becoming a lasting scent memory. Alright, so I got tagged, and I'm super pumped up to do this, but here is the story that goes along with this tag. I started the tag. Yeah, about a month ago, I did an open-ended tag, but I did tag 2 people in that episode. One of those being Ilza over at Heathen Scent. And then Ilza did the tag, and then he tagged Tyler from Simply Fragrance. Tyler did the tag, and he tagged Michael at I Smell. Then Michael came and asked me if I would do the tag. And of course, I accepted. I didn't know what the tag was all about, but regardless, I would have accepted it. Because I don't know if I've ever seen a fragrance reviewer do his own tag twice. So challenge accepted. Of course I'm gonna do it. Anything I can do to help support Michael. Michael is new to the game and he's doing a fantastic job. If you have not checked out his channel yet, I'll leave a link in the description so you can go check it out. Go show him some love, guys. He's doing a fantastic job. I'm really thoroughly enjoying his content, so go give him some support. I love fragrances that exude maximum confidence. I've already done 5. And of course, I've got plenty of fragrances that will exude maximum confidence, that help boost confidence. That's what fragrances are all about. That is what this channel is all about. This is right up my alley. This is actually going to be easy, but we're going to do something different. We're gonna go back in time, and I'm gonna redo my episode that I did a month ago, but with different fragrances. It's gonna be like the exact same episode, but part 2. That being said, let's just go ahead and go back to the future and redo that episode. Okay, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, after I did that episode, myself, in the past, went and made a sandwich and had dinner. So, I don't have too much time. I don't want to screw up the space-time continuum and run into each other. So here we go. A blast from the past. Whiffs and sniffs. First one on my list is a cheapie. I really appreciate what Michael did with his episode. Bringing in fragrances that don't break the bank. Because you don't have to break the bank to smell great. And you don't have to break the bank to help boost your confidence. So the first one on my list is coming from the house of Emerengildo Zegna, and it's Uomo. I first picked this fragrance up when it was first released, back in 2013. It was a time in my life when I had just transitioned. I had just moved back to Chattanooga, and I started a business. I started a restaurant consulting business, and I started helping open up new bars and restaurants all over Chattanooga. And I wanted something confident. I needed something that just exuded confidence, and this was the fragrance that did it for me. The violet in this is freaking awesome. It has this kind of like wateriness, almost ozonic, like aquaticness to it. But this is a fresh and aromatic and woody fragrance through and through. You get this really nice kind of green vetiver, and you get this really nice dry down with some nice, beautiful cedar. If you see it sitting around at your rack stores, it's a dumb reach. This is a beautiful fragrance. It doesn't get a whole lot of love anymore, and I do believe they've discontinued it. But it does pop up at rack stores, and you can find it at discounters for a really stinking good price. Not a very long-lasting fragrance, but if you find it at the right price, it's something that you're not going to care if you waste a few mLs. So my first on my list is Zegna Uomo. Next up on my list comes from my favorite fashion designer, and it's Tom Ford's Gray Vetiver. I used to own the Eau de Toilette, and I owned it for years, and when they came out with the Eau de Parfum, I had to get it. What they did with this fragrance is they rounded out the edges. They smoothed it out a little bit and made it a little bit more confident. It was already confident enough. And this fragrance right here, whenever I've worn it, has just made me feel like I can conquer anything. Like I can go out and conquer my day and not even care what's going on around me. It starts out with this beautiful grapefruit. You get some orange blossom in there and sage. This is a nice, fresh, spicy, aromatic, kind of earthy and woody fragrance. The vetiver in it is done magically. You get a little bit of green facets from it, but you get a nice kind of dry, woody vetiver. And then, of course, you get some nice cedar. It is some amber and musk in the dry down. It's a long-lasting fragrance on my skin. Tom Ford, in my opinion, is one of the most confident fashion houses out there. There's one thing I've always appreciated about Mr. Tom Ford, and I've always loved his fragrances. And I've always loved Grey Vetiver because it takes my confidence from here to here. To here. Next comes from the house of Givenchy, and it's Gentlemen Only. Again, launched in 2013, this is a fragrance that just exudes confidence. It exudes masculinity. It's called Gentlemen Only, and there's a reason behind that. The original Gentleman is kind of old school. I still love it, but then what they did with this is they added some pink pepper, some birch leaf to give it a little bit of smokiness. It's got some really nice aromatic touches, and it's going to be coming from some patchouli and some violet leaf. But then the woods and the vetiver really take hold and you get that slight smokiness. It's such a beautiful fragrance and it's never talked about. Never. And I don't understand why. What it does for me, keeps my chest out, my chin up, and helps me keep my focus on the prize. And that prize is always looking at myself every single day and saying, you are a beautiful human being. Just like you should every single day. Gentlemen Only, whenever I rock that fragrance, it reminds me of one thing: to always be a gentleman. Chivalry is not dead, because this right here helps boost my confidence. Gentlemen Only, Givenchy. In my previous episode, when I did this tag, of course, my most confidence boosting fragrance was from Issey Miyake, and it's L'Eau d'Issey Pour Homme. I'll always own a bottle of that, and this is another one that I'll always own a bottle of. It comes from the house of Issey Miyake as well, and it's Nuit d'Issey Parfum. Guys, I'm going to tell you what, I don't care about compliments. I don't care about attention. I wear fragrances for me. But this right here has garnered me some of the best attention I've ever got in my life. I used to wear the crap out of this. In fact, by listening to it, I don't think there's much left in here. So I'm definitely going to have to pick up another one. I might have a backup in my boxes somewhere. But anyways, Nuit d'Issey. Pretty simple breakdown. You're going to have grapefruit, pink pepper, some leather, vanilla, amber, tonka bean. I love this fragrance. It is such a sexy fragrance. It's got this really nice sweetness that starts from the top and goes all the way through. That leather is nice and rich. It's a nice luxurious leather. The grapefruit just kind of starts things off. It's a kickstart to the fragrance, and then all the rest of the spiciness, the sexy vanilla, the beautiful luxurious leather, and that tonka bean. It's warm, it's spicy, it's nice and resinous. It's got some beautiful aromatic touches to it. It's a gorgeous fragrance. And the reason that this is on my list, because what I used to do back in the day is the way I would start out my day is I'd throw on L'Eau d'Issey Pour Homme. And then when I would go out that evening, I would put this on. So I had Issey Miyake on all day long. This garnered me a ton of attention. I didn't care about that. Whenever I smelled myself, I knew that I smelled good because I loved smelling myself. It made me feel confident. It made me feel sexy. It made me feel attractive. And that is what confidence is all about. You need things that make you feel happy, that make you feel warm. And this is such a warming fragrance. Not only does this exude maximum confidence for me, it did so many other things to help me become confident and become the confident person that I am today. I will always have this in my arsenal because of the memories that it has created. I absolutely love the house of Issey Miyake. I love Nuit d'Issey Parfum. I love L'Eau d'Issey Pour Homme. And both those fragrances have helped me become the confident man that I am today. Nuit d'Issey Parfum, Issey Miyake. Last one on my list. I thought these were just hyped fragrances. And then I finally got my nose on them. And now I own every single fragrance from the house. Yeah, and it comes from the house of Zaharoff. And it's Signature Pour Homme. There's two reasons that this is a confidence boosting fragrance. And the first reason comes from the man behind the fragrance, George Zaharoff. George is such an incredible person. Do yourself a favor and go watch interviews. Listen to his story. The reason that I believe that there's so much confidence in this fragrance is, first of all, George has been in the game for a very long time. Not only is he a really nice guy, you can tell that he's genuine and that he cares about the fragrance community. And listening to his interviews and listening to his story, I understand how much confidence he has had to build in himself to do what he does. It's not easy, the things that he's had to go through. But through it all, through diversity, through struggles, through trials and tribulations, he is a confident man. And second reason I know this is a confident boosting fragrance, because it makes me remember that I need to do the exact same thing every time I spray this on. Because of that story, because fragrances are all about stories and creating your own stories with those fragrances. Whenever I spray this on, it helps boost my confidence because I always remember Brian, no matter what happens, negative comments, views are down, subscriptions aren't doing well, stay positive. Always keep pushing. Always stay confident in yourself. Be happy with yourself because you're beautiful. There's a reason at the end of every single episode I say, remember, you're stinking beautiful. Because you are. Beautiful lavender, beautiful fougere, fresh, spicy, and it's got oud in it. And you know what oud does? It boosts my mood. And it boosts my confidence. This fragrance right here reminds me every time I spray it on, Brian, stay confident, stay beautiful, and always be the best you can be. Because that's all that matters. So there it is, guys. There are 5 more of my fragrances that exude maximum confidence, that help boost my confidence. Always remember, be confident in yourself. I don't care what anybody says that you look like, that you smell like, anything negative that people say about you. Don't listen to it. Listen to yourself. Look at yourself every single day in the mirror and say, I am beautiful, because you are. That is your first step to maximum confidence. You are a work of art. Always remember, these will help boost your confidence. Once you have confidence, these work even better. Because what these are just a couple extra brush strokes to your work of art. So there it is. Michael, thank you so much for tagging me again in my tag video. I was so happy to do it. Guys, do me a favor. Don't forget, go over and check out Michael's channel. Link in the description below. Show him some love. Show him support. He deserves it. He is working his butt off. And it takes a lot of confidence to do what he's doing. I'm going to leave this an open tag, but I am actually going to tag 2 people. And I didn't ask them. I'm sorry. If you watch this, I know you, maybe you watch my channel. I hope you do. I do watch your channels. I know Corbin does. So Corbin, you're first up. Northwest Scent. Tag, you are it. What are 5 fragrances that help exude maximum confidence in yourself? Let me know. I know you got a freaking amazing collection. And the next up is Scott Aromatico. Scott, I know you are just getting over COVID. I'm so thankful to have you back, man. I've been praying for you. You've been in my thoughts. I have missed my morning dose of Scott Aromatico every day since you've been gone, but you're back. So once you get feeling better, once your sniffer is all working again, you're it. Tag. Ball's in your court, buddy. So what are 5 fragrances that exude maximum confidence in yourself? That is it for me this evening, guys. I hope you have a blessed and amazing rest of your day. And always remember, please always remember, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm stinking beautiful, because you are. Till next time, happy scent trails.